Hi, and welcome to Hoffman's Hot Seat. I'm Tom Hoffman with 121 Media, coming to you from the Gartner Customer 360 Summit here in Orlando. And I'm joined today by Nikhil Govindaraj, Vice President of Products at Moxie Software. And today, Nikhil and I will be talking about the blending of social channels and using social channels as an extension for customer support. Nikhil, thanks so much for joining me.
Thank you, Tom.
So what do you see as the primary challenges that decision makers are wrestling with right now as they look to leverage opportunities in social as an extension of customer support?
Great question, Tom. And I think there are two perspectives to this. There is the perspective of how you can use social to engage your customers on the outside, and that's using channels like Facebook and Twitter to provide more opportunities, more channels out there for your customers. Because today you have phone, email, web self-service, chat, etc., and customers, need to use the channels that they have, which is Twitter and Facebook, to get in touch with you. So that's one aspect of it, and the other aspect of it is on the outside, on the inside. Right? How do you leverage social technologies to ensure that your business is well connected with one another, and how you empower the front line to tap into this tremendous amount of knowledge that your employees have, but they are hard to get to because they're in different geographies, behind different application silos, etc. So it's really all about connecting these two so that you essentially keep the customer in focus and make sure that you provide them with the right answers at the right point in time using the right channel, right? So it's the coming together of these two that we believe at Moxie Software presents a great opportunity for companies to differentiate and provide excellent customer experiences.
Okay, thanks. So, one of the issues that's also come up regarding social are some of the privacy issues that are involved, such as, let's say, for example, a company is able to observe that a customer may be in need of help, right, where the contact center could step in. But how do you kind of, draw a line between respecting the customer's privacy, but yet still trying to provide them the support they may be needing?
That's a great question, and I think you need to define your business processes really well around social. When do you use social to directly engage? When do you use social as a tool to point to the right channel of conversation, be it email or chat? So I think what social does is that it adds another channel into the mix, but you really need to think through your engagement strategy to ensure that privacy concerns are alleviated. The fact is that you can't ignore social. The fact is that your customers demand to use these channels to get in touch with you. So, but it's just important for you to ensure that you use them in the right context, right? And educate customers in terms of how why you move conversations from one channel to the other. So I think that's really important too. What we at Moxie are really excited about is the opportunity on the inside, right? And I think that's something that many companies have not really fully understood and appreciate what the social engagement model that within the contact center and between the contact center and the rest of the enterprise, what that drives. So I think that social aspect is something that companies are looking to tap and leverage for driving, again, better customer experiences.
Right. One of the discussions that's many people have had regarding social and customer support is identifying the soft skills of agents that are seem to be well suited for providing social support. Some people might say that it's great to have agents who already have social media skills. Others say that if they're adept at written skills, being able to communicate well with customers. Perhaps they've worked with text or email. That may also work. I'm just wondering what your thoughts are about this.
Yeah, I mean it's a great question, and I think we've seen parallels when it came from phone to email, right? And then there was, what are those set of skills, right? And what was how did the contact center manage, to train the agents to handle email, which is more formal, and then it moved to chat, which is less formal, and I think social media is just the next rev of what that is going to be all about. I think there are a lot of similarities between IM, chat as a channel, and social media, except that it's not real time. It's often you got to say a lot in a few words, and you need to use tools like shorten URLs, etc. So I think the similarities are there with chat, and I think the folks who are comfortable handling IM and chat as a channel are probably best suited for social.
Okay. So are there examples of Moxie customers that you can point to that you feel are doing an exceptional job of blending social with the contact center?
We do have a few examples, and I don't think I'm at liberty to talk about their names, but we do have a few customers who are beginning to take baby steps in social. Social has so far been the domain of the marketing department because it was more about brand loyalty, brand engagement, etc. But we're surely seeing a slow but gradual move into the domain of customer service, and companies who are doing that today are looking at a handful of agents who are focused on social right now, but gradually widening that, and more importantly, including that in the channel mix today, so that we see a world where our customers see a world where not in the too distant future you would have blended channels being routed to agents, right? So you could have emails and chats and social media all blended, and we have a few customers who are actively pursuing that approach as well.
You had mentioned as part of this that you have some customers that have started by taking baby steps. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, are there any recommendations that you can offer for companies that have been wanting to get more involved in social for customer support, but aren't sure about how to get started?
Yeah, I mean, so great question again. So I think the first step is to understand what's out there, what's happening, and you have tools like listening and sentiment analysis components that we offer as part of our Moxie suite of products, where you can find out get a scope of the noise that's out there, find out where your customers are engaging more often than not, whether it's through specific blogging websites, or whether it's on Twitter. If you have your Facebook fan page, if you don't have a Facebook fan page, that might be a place to start, so that you can understand how much your customers are interacting with you or want to interact with you on social channels. So I think it's really important for you to take that first step in terms of understanding what your customer profile is and how well they're using social media. Once you get a sense of that, and once you understand that, I think the next step would be to engage. And that would be where you start building your infrastructure on the inside to ensure that you have the right folks, the right tools, and the right strategy in terms of when to engage directly, how you bring them from a social media channel into a traditional channel, if for privacy concerns, etc. So I think we offer these end-to-end services packages that help you understand how to get started and how you move up the chain, so to speak. So I think that those would be the set of steps that we recommend.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, this seems like a logical progression.
Yep.
Well, Nikhil, thank you so much for taking some time with us today.
Thank you, Tom. A pleasure as always.
Thank you.